all kinds of new stuff around here.
Yeah, I asked for tables so that we could put the water on there instead of up here, just so that we could actually drink it. And then you have that little one over
I
there.
need a prayer book and a song sheet. So there are no song sheets, right?
There is one. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's been a busy week, a week full of all sorts of events and happenings and chores to account for and places to be, and it's good to be able to step back into this Kehila Kadosha, into this holy congregation, this sacred community, and to be able to join together with one and other as we welcome each other into this Shabbat, a moment set aside for rest, a moment set aside to inspire us about greater possibilities in ourselves and in our world. And as we gather together with those in this room in this last Shabbat of the year 5781. And we gather as well with those who are in their own rooms, in their own spaces that join us in this room virtually. And so we welcome our online community on both Facebook and YouTube. We are so glad that each one of you is here with us this Shabbat. And we welcome in this Shabbat a sense of oneg, a sense of extra special joy. And we're going to welcome Betsy Kirkpatrick to help us with lighting our Shabbat candles and our blessing over wine. You may rise either in body or in spirit with us as we turn to page 2 in our prayer books for the blessing over the Shabbos lights. blessing over wine. Go ahead and remove the cover, Betsy, and raise the glass. Page 5 in our books.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
We say Tishrei Kochech. We wish you, Betsy, and your family strength as we prepare for this new year. And you may be seated. You know, newness is what a lot of this time is about. And newness is also what it's about in our congregation these past couple months. We've had a lot of newness these past few months, and I was just commenting to Janet. Janet, can you believe it's been 2 months have passed and finished already, and now we're in month 3 together? This is month 3 already. Oh my gosh, it feels like it's been longer. And that's a good thing. So we're going to continue singing those new songs and being joyous. We look to Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash on your supplemental song sheets. Sing on to God a new song.
Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
With joy, we come to greet the Shabbat. We bring ourselves up higher, higher, Alita. We're going higher and higher. We're going to be going higher as we turn and turn and turn, right? That's what we talked about before. We continue welcoming the Sabbath Bride, page 20 in our books, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litzchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat le'vunelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikedem lesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala,
Wake up, Hitoreri, Kiva ore, Kumi ori, Uri, Shira beri, Kevod Adonai la'it nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Rise to welcome the bride facing the door.
Gambe ichala, bo ichala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, v'nei Shabbat lekabela.
You may be seated as we continue on page 26 with the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תאמירן בעלמא ואמרו
Amen. We look back to our supplemental sheets as we prepare ourselves for this moment.
Please rise. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch et Adonai Hamorach. Baruch Adonai Hamorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yadadai-dai-dai, 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 yadadai-dai-dai.
We awaken ourselves and we open ourselves up to all of those possibilities around us, to greater awareness, to greater connection with our world. And so we think in this moment of the change of time, the change of day to night. We continue with our blessing for evening, Ma'ariv Aravim, in the middle of page 30. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzebaot is your name, ever-living God. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Everlasting joy you have offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem, Emet. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You perform miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously.
Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tirilo, oseh b'anan, nora
ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael, blessed are you, Eternal One, who redeems Israel. We continue with our prayer for protection and security, thinking about the long evening, thinking about the night, hoping to be able to curl up and feel safe and protected. Our blessing for evening, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomrei, nu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomrei, nu lechaim. Ushmor tzeitenu, ugoenu, lechaim uleshalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomrei, Eloheinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomrei, Eloheinu lechaim. V'hamidenu shomrei, nu lechaim.
Give us a place to rest. Adonai, our God, bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth, for with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our children making noise, over our Jerusalem and yours. Just sing if you're paying attention. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We are moving into our Amidah, the main portion of our evening service. And so as we prepare for this moment, we ask for God to open up our lips to be able to pray earnestly and sincerely. We're going to pray together the first three brachot, the first three blessings of the Amidah through page 52, and then complete the Amidah in our own way through page 73, or however you so choose. And when you feel you are ready, you can have a seat as well and just continue with some quiet meditation. As it is the Amidah, the standing prayer, we rise in body or in spirit to prepare. Page 46, Adonai Sefatai.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד חטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה לך חיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום יהלוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. Say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen.
This moment amid our evening prayer service, we think of all of the healing that we hope for in our world, especially in this moment on the precipice of a new year, and in recognition and awareness of how much hurt and how much pain and how much difficulty has been experienced by so many in the year that has passed. We draw together our healing thoughts now and prayers, thinking of all of our loved ones, all those in our circle of concern, and in a moment you'll have the opportunity, it's our practice here at Temple Kol Ami, that we share names of individuals we're thinking of for our prayer for healing, the Misha Berach, and that even if we don't intend to personally participate by offering names, we participate by opening ourselves up to hearing, to being aware of, to feeling the presence of all of those around us in need of healing. And as we put our thoughts and our hearts and our prayers together with the hope that that healing that is so much needed will be brought to our world. For Deb Ford. For Carlos, Susan, and Darlene. For Joyce. For Jody and Ashley and Rebecca and Susie and Lisa and Jerry and Joyce. Got them all. For all the Taubers. And I'll add as well for Jay and Bev Gutman and for Pamela Abramowitz and Oliver Abramowitz. And we turn in our books to page 253 for these words, these healing words from Misha Berach, from Debbie Friedman, page 253. The 16th century Kabbalist and sage of Musar, thought and wisdom, Ramchal, Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, sees that each of us are endowed with certain blessings, with certain capacities, with certain skills, with certain features, with certain wealth, with a family, with a community to support us. And that each one of these things that we're given, to the greatness that we can develop humility and appreciation for all the ways we've been graced with these things, we then recognize that each of these things also brings with it a responsibility to take those gifts and those skills and those abilities and those resources in your family and your community and to bring them into the world as a way to serve others. It's a deep thought, it's a deep understanding from the ethical tradition of our faith that in fact we are borrowing We are borrowing our time. We are borrowing our bodies. We are borrowing our homes, the land they're built on. They're all given to us as a blessing. And that we have those things ipso facto is a responsibility to use those blessings to help each other, to help ourselves to become the best selves that we can be. This is quite something to be here in this congregation and to look out here at all these faces I can see and all those faces that are online as well, and to recognize the community that all of your faces represent and the things that you bring and that you contribute, your own blessings to making this congregation a treasure, to make this congregation a gift. And I think about the time that I was standing here in this position, the Shabbat before Rosh Hashanah last year. It looked a little bit different. You weren't here. You were in your homes. You were with us then still. This room was not this clean, that's clear, and it's even cleaner after this week, thanks to all of the wonderful help that our amazing staff has been offering. Not a chord to be seen. Can we just appreciate that for a moment? Organization is not my strong suit. Those of you who know me well will know that, and so I appreciate any help in that department I can get. And so I just want to take stock and appreciate the blessing that we are able to be here together, that while our world is still in a troubled and a challenged state, that we in this moment, in this time, can gather safely here. Everyone's wearing a mask, by the way, for those of you that are online. Everyone is sitting at a distance that they're comfortable, and there's more room to spread out if they would like to spread out. So I want to take stock of that blessing as I stand here on this bima tonight. One of my previous congregations in Cincinnati, right above their ark, there was a phrase from Talmud. Da lifnei mi ata omed, know before whom you stand. And as we act in our world, that the recognition, as Ramchal teaches us, as Chaim Luzzatto teaches us, is to know that these blessings that we received in this moment, in this place where we stand, what is their source? Their source comes from something that's so beyond us, with something that we didn't earn, with something that we weren't entitled to, with something that just by perhaps sheer luck we were graced with. Know where you stand. Know to show gratitude and appreciation for all you have. Know to appreciate that outside of the hardships and difficulties we might be challenged with, that we have this blessing here of strength in a community, of strength in each other, of having the know-how, of having the capacity and those skills to be able to do and help ourselves and those around us. Our Torah portion this week, we read, Atem nitzavim hayom kulchem lifnei Adonai Elohechem, Roshechem, Shivtechem, Ziknechem, Ve'shoftrehem, Kol Ish Yisrael. Atem nitzavim, you stand this day, all of you, before the eternal, your God, the heads of your houses, your elders and your officials, all of the people of Israel. Tipchem, your babies, Neshechem, women, the Gerchem and strangers, Asher bekerev machanechem, mechotev etzecha ad shoched memecha. Even the stranger within your camp, from wood chopper to water drawer, to enter into the covenant with the eternal your God, even from the most significant among us to the most small among us. All of us stand in this moment, and before us lies a blessing, or before us lies a curse. As we stand together, each one of us brings something special, no matter how small, it is essential. No matter who, their contribution matters. And each person together comes to stand this day to bring that blessing. There is no way of making it in this world except together with each other's support, each of us as human beings. And we know this from our own faith, and we know this from Greek philosophy, that we need a social community around us to support us, to help us, to teach us, to guide us, to support us when we're in need, and to be there to celebrate with us or to comfort us when we're in mourning. All of us has something we can provide, whether it's coming in on Friday mornings, and I know some of you did, to take carrots out of bags and stick them one after the other. I watched them do this morning in 4 lines so that we could feed our community, our neighbors, with the blessings that we have. Those that come in to help us prepare with our leadership to know how to navigate all the complexities. Those of you who came into this space and gained here a sense of learning, a sense of opportunity, a sense of hope that you can bring out and have to share as your blessing with others in your life. It takes this whole community. Da lifnei ata omed, know before whom you stand, because everything you've been given is a blessing to be shared. And when we share those blessings, and when we connect with each other, and when we extend a helping hand, and when we reach out to lift up a friend, there is blessing and thereby specialness and sacredness in that moment. We refer to our communities as kehilot kedoshot, as sacred communities. Sacred communities when each one of us comes to bring and share our blessings, and thereby the whole world may be blessed through us. May this be God's will as we conclude this year of Shabbat services for Friday nights at least. We'll be here tomorrow morning. May this be God's will. Ken Yehi Ratzon. As we think about the opportunity of redemption, the opportunity of what we can together create and achieve, we turn to the Aleinu prayer in our books. We rise, Aleinu l'shabech. It is incumbent upon all of us to appreciate with wonder this world around us and to work to perfect it, to repair it, and to make good. Aleinu, page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula leotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Let us join together at the top of page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech. And may we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may be seated as we prepare for our mourner's prayer. Page 290. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God in each hour of the 24, in each moment then. In the faces of men and women I see God, and in my own face in the glass.
I find letters from God dropped in the street, and every one is signed by God's name, and I leave them where they are. For I know that wheresoever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. And our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, those who we have lost, and those whom our friends and neighbors have lost. We think of them, former members of our congregation, friends and family, members of our congregation. This Shabbat, we remember the following individuals whose yahrzeits occur this calendar week, the anniversary of their deaths being this week. They are Florence Axelroth, Selden Barris, Dorothy Brace, Evelyn Brooks, Esther Deitch, Nathan Deitch, Linda Seide Frank, Evelyn Gold, Bess Gonti, Jay Gutman, Rose Granitz, Anna Holler, Elaine Kozlowski Hashimi, Mark Lee, Ann Markman, Jeffrey Rabin, Lawrence Galar, Rose Strom, Sheldon Trosch, and Irving Weisberg. If there are others with us this evening that are thinking of someone for Kaddish and their name's not yet been said, please feel free to add it at this time. Then it's the custom in our congregation. We rise in support and solidarity of all those in mourning as we turn to the words of Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbi, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'ale v'yithalal shemei dekudasha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushvechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael b'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'asei shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel b'imru amen.
Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'asei shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
You may be seated. We welcome forward once again Jason Gold, our first vice president officer. I think that's what it is. Come on up, Jason. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us this evening, especially those here in the sanctuary with us this evening tonight. We currently offer Shabbat services in person, of course, by reservation on Facebook Live and YouTube. Complete program and service information can be found in our weekly email, along with instructions on how to register to attend in person. Next Friday, September 10th, our service will begin at 6 o'clock p.m., and the next day on the 11th, Saturday morning, the service will begin at 11 o'clock a.m. Please remember to fill out the High Holy Day registration form if you plan to attend in-person services. It is located in the TKA weekly email. Everyone should have received your holiday packets of information with tickets and service times. If you registered any non-members along with yourself, please call the temple office to obtain extra tickets for those people. If you have any questions, please call the temple office. The Erev Rosh Hashanah service is on Monday, September 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. Our Rosh Hashanah morning service is on Tuesday, September 7th at 10 o'clock a.m. And the multi-generational service will be at 3 o'clock p.m. at Marshbank Park at the Maple Ridge Shelter. Be sure to bring your shofars for the great shofar blowout as well as Rabbi Gutman's amazing, extremely secretive, big surprise. Following the multi-generational service, we will have Tashlich at 4:30 p.m. If you plan to attend our high holiday services virtually, you can go to our Facebook page at the noted service times for live streaming information. And you can also click on the links provided in this week's temple email. Please give us the names of any children or grandchildren born or adopted since Yom Kippur of 2010-5781. Help us continue the custom of honoring TKA's newest members during our Yom Kippur Yizkor service. Names can be sent via email to Cheryl Spector. The new year is upon us, and Sisterhood membership packets have been sent to our female members. We would love for you to join us. Be sure to return your membership dues to be included in all of the exciting upcoming events. Save the date. Relay for Life is coming very soon. This event will take place on Saturday, September 11th, which is a week from tomorrow, from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. We have the whole zoo reserved for those 3 hours for the Relay for Life. Registration is required in order to attend. And finally, consider being a high holy day angel. Angels help to defray the costs such as the music, tent, and the parking service. We are very happy that you have joined us this evening. We welcome your interest, questions, and contributions to helping our little temple with a big voice. We are Temple Kolomi, the voice of my people. Shabbat Shalom.
Good to see everyone clinging to Daddy up here. And it's nice to be here and to have all these little souls running around. Libby, that is a beautiful headband, by the way. Yeah, I love it. Let's see, I gave challah responsibility to your crew last time, I think. So let's bring up the Gutman girls. Yeah, Daria's raising her hand like, it's our turn. While they make their way up here to the bima for Hamotzi, I want to wish strength as well to Janet Shkoch on another beautiful service. And we wish you strength as you've led us so beautifully these last 2 months and now into the future, that you have a strong bout all throughout the High Holy Days, Rosh Hashanah to Ne'ilah. We can do it, we can make it, and then we'll just hang out and chill in the sukkah. It'll be great. Shkoch as well to our stream team, Jordan Wagner, who's here tonight to help get our service to all of our online participants, to our amazing staff of professionals and all of our leaders in the temple, to all of you who came and made this service so special in person and online. We wish you strength and health and sweetness and joy, and that everyone be written in the book of life as we prepare for Rosh Hashanah. And we'll go ahead and unveil the challah. You can take the covering off, Daria, as we rise and say,
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
B'tei avon. Don't eat it all before we get home. Kehila Kadosha, Holy Congregation, we stand here today in your supplemental sheets, second page.
If you are a Tem, then we're Nitzavim. We stand here today and remember the dream. If you are a Tem, then we're Nitzavim. We stand here today and remember the dream. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila. of us must heed the call. Each one of us must seek the truth. Each one of us is a part of it all. Each one of us must remember the pain. Each one of us must find the joy. Each one of us, each one of us. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha. Each one of us must start to hear. Each one of us must sing the song. Each one of us must do the work. Each one of us must right the wrong. Each one of us must build the home. Each one of us must hold the hope. Each one of us, each one of us. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha. It's how we help. It's how we give. It's how we pray. It's how we heal. It's how we live. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha. Yai lai lai yanai, yai lai lai yanai, yai lai lai yanai la la. Wow, yai lai lai yanai, yai lai lai yanai, yai lai lai yanai la la. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.